Hello, lovely people. You see, there is this strange feeling that creeps into your chest when everything looks too perfect, like something is not adding up, but you can't really place your finger on it. That's exactly how this whole Pearl and Maurice situation feels right now. At first, it looked sweet, just two people posting each other. But suddenly, it started feeling like too much. Every single day, there's either a video, a photo, or some romantic update from Pearl, and guess who's always right there in the middle of it? Maurice. And the funny part, it's the way Maurice is just flowing along with it like everything is completely normal. But here's the twist, this is not how he behaved with Sonia. With Sonia, it was soft, private, and calm. It wasn't loud. It wasn't everyday. That quiet energy made fans trust the bond. But now, this new vibe with Pearl feels loud, almost like a performance. And people are talking. Some are already saying it doesn't feel like love, it feels like someone trying too hard to prove a point. Something is definitely not right here. Wait till you hear this. People are seriously scratching their heads because something isn't adding up. Everyone is now asking the same question: if Pearl and Maurice have been close for years like some people are claiming, why is the romantic part only just starting now? Why now of all times? Doesn't it feel too suddenly timed? Because it's not just that they are suddenly close, it's the way it's being shown off like a scripted movie. And when things start looking too smooth and dramatic at the same time, fans get suspicious. Some are even saying it feels planned, like it was waiting for the right moment to roll out, just to make a big impression. But for people who followed Maurice closely, this shift didn't happen naturally. It wasn't something that built up slowly. It just exploded out of nowhere. That's the part that's making fans feel like they're being taken on a ride. Something that's meant to be genuine doesn't need perfect timing. So now, everyone is left wondering if it's really love, or just a story that was waiting for the spotlight. Let me not even lie, this one is painful. It's the kind of pain that doesn't shout, but you feel it deeply. Fans are not just sad, they are heartbroken. Because the love between Maurice and Sonia didn't feel like acting. It didn't feel like something you watch and forget. No, it felt like a real connection. A lot of people actually believed in it. People were emotionally involved, like they were watching something pure unfold. And then just like that, everything flipped. Now, instead of Sonia, we are seeing Pearl everywhere. The sudden switch is what's making it so hard to accept. It's not just about moving on. It's about how fast it happened and how loud the new thing is. Many fans feel betrayed. They followed that love story with their hearts, only to end up confused. It's like someone promised them something beautiful and snatched it away without warning. That's why the reactions are so strong. It wasn't just entertainment. It felt personal. And now, all they can do is watch Maurice act like the past didn't mean anything. That silence hurts the most. Let me gist you what's making people side-eye this whole thing. It's not even the love itself, it's the way Pearl is showing it off. Every little moment is suddenly online. Every hug, every look, every smile, nothing is left to imagination. And that's what's bothering people. If the love is real, why does it feel like she's trying so hard to make everyone see it? Something genuine shouldn't need this much effort to prove. It's like she's on a mission to remind the world every day that Maurice is hers. But instead of making people feel happy for them, it's making people uncomfortable. Some are even saying it's too much. Others say it's as if she's trying to cover something or block out someone. Because when love is real, it shows in silence too, not just in posts and videos. And with the way everything is being thrown online every second, it's starting to look less like romance and more like a project. People are watching closely, and the vibe they're getting isn't sweet, it's suspicious. Let's talk about this so-called perfect relationship everyone keeps seeing online. Have you ever noticed how some couples go out of their way to make their love story look flawless? That's what's happening here. Maurice and Pearl's posts are so polished, you'd think they were shooting a commercial. But guess what? That's exactly what's making people uncomfortable. Because sometimes, the more perfect something looks on the outside, the more it might be hiding inside. Fans are starting to wonder if this perfect display is covering up something deeper, something they don't want the public to see. Why is everything so rehearsed? Why does it feel like a scene instead of a moment? It's not like Maurice used to post like this before. With Sonia, it was real, raw, and quiet. Now, it's like every post is edited to perfection. That's why people are starting to feel like this perfect love might not be as strong as it appears. It's the kind of vibe that says, we are okay, we promise, even when the truth might be the exact opposite. This silence is making people restless. Do you know that kind of silence that speaks louder than words? That's what Maurice is giving fans right now. He moved from being very connected with Sonia to suddenly being everywhere with Pearl, but no words, no message, no explanation. And people are not taking it lightly. Fans feel like they were part of his love story. They celebrated with him, smiled with him, rooted for him and Sonia. Then out of nowhere, the whole story changes, and Maurice acts like nothing ever happened. No closure, no honesty, just pretty pictures and quiet captions. That's why so many people are calling it emotional whiplash. They feel like he invited them in and then pushed them out without a warning. And it's not about being dramatic, it's about trust. If someone shares so much of their love life online, people expect a little clarity when things shift. But this silence, it's too loud, and it's making fans feel like they don't matter in the story anymore. That kind of shift leaves a mark. Let me tell you what triggered another round of confusion: Pearl's reaction. When people started talking and shipping Sonia and Maurice again, guess what Pearl did? She didn't ignore it. She didn't stay calm. She actually got louder online. More posts, more videos, more comments. It was like she was trying to drown out the noise. And that's when people started saying, hold on. Why is she reacting this way? Because real confidence doesn't rush to prove a point. It just stays still and lets the truth speak for itself. But Pearl's reaction showed something else, an urgency that looked like insecurity. It was no longer about sharing love, it started looking like defending territory. Fans are not blind. They noticed this shift. And instead of feeling reassured, they started feeling uneasy. Because someone who's truly secure in their love won't need to battle the opinions of strangers. They'll just keep being happy. But Pearl, she went full volume. And now people are wondering if this love is solid. Why does it feel like it's under pressure every time Sonia's name comes up? Let's be honest, this timing is really strange. People are sitting back and thinking, why now? If Maurice and Pearl have had a bond for so long, why is everything suddenly so intense only at this particular moment? Why now, after all that chemistry with Sonia that felt so real? It's that sudden spotlight that's making everyone pause. Because if the relationship is old, the romance should have grown naturally over time. But the way it just jumped out in full color, all of a sudden, it's raising eyebrows. Some even feel like this whole thing is timed to distract people from something else. Because when something just pops out of nowhere and takes over everything, people start wondering what's really going on behind the scenes. It's not about doubting love, it's about questioning the rush. And fans are paying attention. They know when something feels genuine and when something looks like it's trying too hard. Right now, what they are seeing looks more like a performance than a natural shift. The timing feels off, and that's the part people can't stop talking about. No matter what's happening now, one thing people haven't forgotten is how Maurice used to look at Sonia. That kind of connection can't be faked. It wasn't just about smiles or holding hands. There was something deeper, something that pulled people in without even trying. And that's why this new love story, no matter how loud or public it gets, still doesn't touch fans the same way. It's not that they hate Pearl. It's just that the way Maurice was with Sonia felt different. It had depth. It had calmness. It didn't need to shout. So now, watching him with someone else, being so loud and open, it feels like a completely different person. Fans are wondering if that deep, emotional side is gone or if he's just hiding it. Because the Maurice they supported looked peaceful with Sonia, like he had found home. And now, it feels like he's just moving. But not rooted. That emotional connection is what people are holding on to, even as new pictures and videos try to push a different story. Right now, fans are stuck between understanding and disappointment. They know Maurice is human. They know he has the right to move on. But here's where the real issue lies: he didn't just date Sonia quietly. He brought people into that love. He made them feel like they were part of it. So now that everything has changed, they expected some kind of explanation. Something to show that their emotions weren't taken for granted. But instead of honesty, they got silence. That's what hurts. Because when you make your love story public, it becomes more than just your own. It becomes a story others connect to. And when it ends, people deserve to know why. But Maurice didn't say anything. He just moved forward like nothing happened. And now that he's with Pearl, acting like the past never existed, fans feel confused. Some feel betrayed. Because it's not about controlling his life, it's about respecting the people who supported it. And right now, they feel like they were left behind in a story that suddenly changed chapters without warning. So guys, thanks for listening. Have a nice day, and bye.